Okay, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Charles Downey. I'm back again. It's another episode of Go Hard. Well, I'll go home. All right. So it's over in the evening time now. So I'm gonna say tonight we're gonna talk about her type is her type, and you need to get over it. Okay. See, like I make videos for guys for them to understand more about women and stuff and how to get around certain issues and know how to deal with certain things and just understand that women are a certain type of way. So in this one though, I'm telling you about her type is her type. Get over it. And I'm gonna be going hard about this one, guys. So just sit back and listen. This might be one of my longer videos because I gotta do some explaining in this one. So let me get my lighter, black and mild. I'm gonna fire this bad boy up. So I'm finna explain. It's gonna take a minute. You know, pop me a beer. So guys, and even ladies, the ladies can take this information too, but I spit it mostly to guys. But if a woman was watching this, she could turn it in reverse and use it for her too. Okay? A person's type is their type. I'm really just more talking about guys right now. But her type is her type. Okay? Look, y'all. You got a lot of these guys out here and they complaining about women and how they choose guys, and well, she's been the most common phrase is like two names. They say a Chad or a Tyrone. So assuming when they say a Tyrone, I know when they say Tyrone, I know who they're talking about. I know who they're talking about because I grew up back in the day with Erykah Badu, and yeah, she said you need to call Tyrone. That was your broke friend. You need to come help you get your stuff in my house. So I'm assuming that Chad is the other cultural person or white person or other culture, whoever. But I know who Tyrone is. So some guys be like, well, you know, trying to explain to women about this type of stuff, and there's no reason to do any of that. And I'm about to get into all of that. See, the first thing is this Chad and Tyrone thing. You gotta quit complaining about that. Why? It's counterproductive. It doesn't mean anything. They don't listen anyway. Y'all know that. I don't care what country you're listening to me from right now. If you can understand English, and then if you can decipher my country slang from Lower Alabama, you know that women don't listen no matter how much you tell them something about guys. They don't. So, you knowing this, what is the point in you telling them anything? The best bet for you is just understand the way the situation is so you can get around it. Okay? I'm going to address this Chad and Tyrone thing. If a woman is dealing with Chad and or Tyrone, or I don't know what they call them in the other languages, but if she's dealing with that, that's what she is. That's part of one of the. That's a piece of the video tonight, guys. That's part of what she is. That's her. My grandmother, the late great Adele Downey, always said that birds of a feather flock together. Okay? She just with her own kind. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. If you're not a Chad or Tyrone and she wants to get with Chad or Tyrone, that's her type. She might figure out later on that it's not. She might figure out later on that it's not beneficial to her, and she might change as a person. But that's gonna be later. It ain't now. Do you try to explain to kids why they shouldn't like cartoons? They might not like them later. A lot of adults don't watch cartoons, or we watch adult cartoons, but you know, but try telling a 5-year-old why they shouldn't like cartoons. Just try it. That's what they do. That's the type of thing for that time of frame in their life. And you gotta understand that. You got to understand that. It's not on you to change what somebody else is wanting in their life at that time frame. It's probably better for you to get on about your get on about your business and go figure you something else out to do. If you really like this person, you come back to them later and then change, then maybe yeah, but really? Nah, bruh. Her type is her type. You need to get over it. You got to get over it. It's not something for her to get over. It's not something for her to get over. She might get over it later. You can't change that because you're not her. You're not her. You can't tell her what to think. That's what's going to get me to part 2 of this right here. Okay? If you have to explain this type of stuff, see, you already in a losing situation, bro. I'm going to tell you this. If a woman had to explain this kind of stuff to a man, if a woman had to explain to a man about not liking strippers and freaks, she already in a losing position. Y'all guys already know that. If she got to explain to him not to be a sucker, she already losing. All of us know this. I don't care what country you're in, what language you speak, or whatever it is. I spreche some Deutsch too. And some Hangul. Soju Juseyo. I know how to ask for some drink. That's Korean for anybody that didn't know what it was. See, I've been there too. But the thing of it is look, if you have to explain, you're already in a bad position. If you got to tell somebody that, see, and here's the deal. See, women don't get this. That's why they stay in bad relationships a long time. But guys should already understand this part right here. And most of them don't. That's why I'm making this video. But look, if you have to explain this to another person, it's already a problem, y'all. I've done it. I'm guilty of this stuff myself. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it. It don't make no sense. I've seen a beautiful woman that's with a person who this person is treating them like garbage, treating them like trash. Hit my joint. Treating them like trash, and they accept this and try to work on the person. But the thing is, you can't change somebody else. Can't change somebody else. Not at all. You cannot. You can tell them what you think that their worth is, but they're already showing you what they think it is when they go and do that. Let that mull over your mind. See, women don't do this. They don't do this where they stay in bad relationships a long time. You gotta look at what the other person is doing. They show you who they are. People show you who they are. Chad and Tyrone, if that's who she did, if she deals with that, that's who she is. Don't think about the old getting caught up in the swag and all that. No, that's who she is. She has to be a certain type of woman to get caught up in swag anyway. It's like a man has to be a certain type of man to get caught up in strippers and Instagram freaks and stuff like that. We as guys already know this is a low class dude with no, he ain't got no. It's the same thing with the women. They deal with Chad and Tyrone, especially the good looking ones. They ain't got no business doing that. They could get somebody way better for them. You know this, and if you gotta say it to them, ups, you already losing. They already losing. That's a loser. That's what that is. As guys, you gotta start understanding that kind of stuff right there. That'll help you get around the situation. So you already know what you're dealing with. Her type is her type. Once you know what her type is, get over it. Get over it. Don't sit there worrying about she's this and she. You know what? I've had some good looking women slip through my hands for trash guys. And you know, and then down the years here later, I run back into them and they been saying, you know what I'm saying, talking about they was thinking about me. No, you wasn't. No. And I smashed them. I smashed some of them. The majority of them, if they're still looking to have a pretty decent, good. They gotta be decent because most of them be done messed up themselves by then. But they looking real good by it, you know what I'm saying? Still running, I smash you, but I ain't fuck with you. I ain't your type. And I've been got over that. Her type is her type. Now some people might say they done grew by then. Most of them don't be. Don't be done grew. Not no way that's gonna be beneficial to me to handle a situation that way, and it probably won't be that way for you either. Most of them by then just be done figured out that, oh my God, I really wasn't doing what I should have been doing, and by then it's too late. If it's too late for them, it's too late for you. To be even working with that like that. People type is they type. You won't ever get around this, no matter how you try. So the best thing to do is to recognize it for what it is, and go ahead and let that be that. If she likes Chad and Tyrone, then you just need to know that. You slide through there with Chad and Tyrone all doing a little junk and bang it up and throw a couple of dollars because they can't, and you do that. That's what I do. But I ain't worried about you like a Chad and Tyrone. They type it, they type. You got to get over that. You got to find the ones that don't like Chad and Tyrone. That's what you got to do. And that's rare. That's rare in these days, especially in the United States here. It don't matter what race you is. You know what I'm saying? If you starting out, a guy starting out and growing up kind of poor, it's kind of hard to find women that ain't down with the Chad and Tyrones, or have been, and that kind of almost disqualifies them too. But they don't know that. But that's another thing. They don't know. They don't know what you. They don't know. They don't care what you want. So you better know that. That's why you best just go ahead and know her type. She don't care what you want. Her type is her type. She doesn't care what you want. Whatever her type is, that's her type. And if you're not her type, that's what it is. You gonna know if you're not her type. You gonna know it. If you really a guy, you watching this right now, and you know what I'm saying, you real about yourself. You don't sit around some women. She wasn't your type either. That's why you already knew. If they deal with Chad and Tyrone, they probably ain't your type. If you're not Chad and Tyrone, they ain't your type. If you want to deal with them, you just gonna have to know how. But you ain't gonna never have nothing with them. Never. Because you ain't their type. They might figure it out when they get old, but by then you'll be old too. I don't suggest waiting. Just thing for me. But y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Let me know. You might think I'm right. You might think I need to elaborate more. Tell me. I mean, because to me, this is already kind of cut and dry. When you get around this person, you see their family, you see their friends, you see birds of feather. My grandmother, Adele Downey, she always used to say birds of feather flock together. And you already know it ain't your feather when you there. So you either gotta tell this joker they gotta spruce it up, or you gotta spruce it up, or something. But it is what it is on that one. But a person's type, this is man, woman, really. Man, woman, anybody, anything. But somebody's type is their type. Her type is her type. If she deals with Chad and Tyrone, and you ain't Chad and Tyrone, you ain't her type. Just like that. You ain't her type. Now, it don't mean you can't deal with her. You can deal with her in terms of the kind of ways, but you can't never get yourself invested into it like that. No. And I would never invest myself. Women that deal with, I'm going to go ahead and say this on this video right here. Women that deal with like Chads and Tyrones, I don't invest myself serious with them at all. No matter how old they get, no matter how much they mature. Because they're so far behind you at that point, I mean, like, by the time they come to the realization, you done went to so many other levels. And I'm telling you this from experience. I don't do it. The women that did come to that, they were so, by the time they got this level right here, I was already here. And they needed to move some more. So the whole thing of it is no. And it works the same way for women. They just don't do the right thing about it. They don't put logic into stuff. Most women, if they take a dude that finally realized that this chick probably done got here. And this dude probably really right here. He got to come in her real humble. See, they'll understand why people come in humble. If a woman's coming to me humble like that, because I already rolled myself to a certain level when you didn't see me before, I ain't trying to deal with you. But women will take that. You can't do that. The man can't do that. That's why I make these videos for men. I talk about what women do stuff in the videos also. I'm going to be doing that the whole time. But the thing of it is guys can't do that. No. You hurting yourself. They hurt themselves when they do it, but that's them. And they don't want to stop doing that. So that's, what it is. But hey. You just make sure you don't do it. One of the ways of not doing that, her type is her type. And you get over it as soon as you know what it is. As soon as you know you ain't fitting the bill, you got two choices. Either I'm up out of there, or I'm gonna try to sneak some of this. I'm gonna try to get some of this anyway, and that's okay too. I've done it. It's been successful, and I think everybody else can too. But the thing of it is depending on what you're looking for at the time. One of the videos I'm gonna get to working on is just because women is all that attractive and all that don't mean nothing, bro. That don't mean nothing, and especially don't mean nothing when you start moving between international lines and be international money and stuff like that. But just please look, I'm not even gonna get to those things right there. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say it like this: her type is her type. You need to get over it. The quicker you get over it, the easier things get for you. With all of them. You need to recognize when you say her type is her type and then you get over it, I'm going to tell you what it does for you before I get off this video. It does this right here. This is what it did for me. Once I realized the type was a type and I knew I wasn't that type, it made me easy to fit myself to the categories with this person. And if I was this person's type, it made me easy to work with them. The rest of them was headaches. I had to be figuring out junk or doing stuff in a roundabout way. But the person I was their type, it was easy to work with them because I could deal with it. Because they were trying to deal with me. I deal with who deal with me for real. But you gotta know who you. When you get out there and you talking to them, you gotta be able to figure out what type of they type. You about to tell them what people is wearing and what they're talking about, and sometimes they be wrong too. But the thing of it is, it's like very small. But look, whatever type you figure out is this person's type, that's what that is, and you just better go ahead and act like how you act accordingly, or you're gonna be smoking out the window. That's what you're gonna be doing. Saying, how could she do this to me? Or he could do, how could he do this to me? If you're a woman and you listen to it this far, I don't think one would listen to it this far, but maybe they did. But here's the deal. The type is their type. You need to get over it. Okay? So I'm going hard about that one. Because I'm willing to go home and somebody could tell me I'm wrong about that. And I'm interested in hearing about that kind of stuff. So drop the comments, hit like, hit subscribe, put it out to your friends. Let other people tell me what they think. But hey, her type is her type. And there ain't nothing you can do about that. And if you think that it is, as we say in the South, I'll pray for you. But that's about it. It's been Taurus down there, y'all. Go hard or go home. Her type is her type. You need to get over it. I'm out.